Welcome back, viewer, to Let's Play Rings of Power. We are going to... Right now we are at the Docks of Perfection, and we're going to sail over to Sunlight. So that should be fun. Unfortunately, I'm not in a ship, I'm only in a boat. And that's going to use up a lot of food, mostly water, actually. Unfortunately, my emulator is deciding it's going to lag like crazy right now. And that's always fun. Anyway, this segment should be somewhat short, assuming that I cut out some of my travel. I just figured I'd include this boat ride because the rest is going to be so short. Or I may die in this fight. If I don't, I suppose it'll be an amusing demonstration of our new spells. This is a multi-target spell for our knight. Good spell there. This spell spellbinds one of the enemy players, Confuse. I wish I had one that hit multiple of them. I think there's a spell called Mesmerize that does that. Right now I can confuse one of them. But if both of them cast Frenzy, then I'm basically gonna die. Brand is our level 5 single person attack for our archer. It's pretty good, but of course she's casting it on the person who's spellbound. That's one amusing feature of this game. You can't select who to attack. The computer decides that, and it often makes dumb decisions. Which leaves the outcome of fights pretty much... you just never know. See, that was excellent. He could have taken down a huge portion of our party's health, but he didn't. This is the spell I was afraid they would cast. Frenzy, which our enchanter now has. I mean, you can see how ridiculous it is. Hurt is our, I believe, level 3 damage spell for our Necromancer. That was terrible. Alright, this is our new damage spell for our Sorcerer, Daze, multi-target spell. And of course, he sucked as hard as he possibly could. There we go. They always seem to be working, always working to try to make sure that they still have the opportunity to die. Even when they have the advantage, because the computer controls them, they'll do incredibly stupid things. And it may have you just tearing your hair out. Alright, so here we are in Sunlight, after a slight diversion that gave me the opportunity to show off my new combat spells. I was going to say combat skills, but I suppose that would mean I had the skills, and well, that's not necessarily the case. I think the guy upstairs is Bob. Yeah. So he gives us a note. I don't know what he said. I didn't mean to press A and make it scroll so fast, but oh well. Figure out which one this is. I'm really annoyed. Okay. Okay, seek a place between dark and bright. Day meets night, blah 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 blah. Okay, so I'm just gonna pause this real quick and then I'll show you where we're talking about. Okay, viewer, looking on the map, this is where we are going. So now you can see the coordinate of that, and you can get there yourself if you are playing the game yourself. This is the route that I will be sailing. I will of course not be dragging my boat over land, but you get the picture. And here's where I am now. So I'm going to go ahead and do that sailing, and when I return, I will be at the spot that I was formerly showing you on the map, and we will proceed. Alright, viewer, here we are pretty close to the place that we're going. It's a little sort of a hidden cave between a couple temples, and the sound is going nuts, so don't mind that too much. Alright, so once again, where we are going, it's right here. We'll just save our game and get started on finding our first ring. Sorry, the sorcerer's music came on again, and it's so freaking loud that every time I hear it, it just completely distracts me. So, this guy that we're about to talk to, there's actually a trick to him. If you wanted to cheat, you could just keep talking to him again and again. He's asking you to show him that with which you began, and if you recall, we picked up the sorcerer's symbol from the hermit on the hill, one of the many hermits that we have killed so far. Apparently this game is anti-hermit, I don't know. So, you could actually do that over and over and over again. I leave it up to you though. I'm not going to do that. I think it would ultimately be anticlimactic to get all my levels here, because you could go up to max level right there. And I did that before, and it didn't take me long to stop playing the game, because there was nothing left to do. Okay. Sorry, the lag is getting me turned around. The symbol of despair, you didn't actually see this, but I did mention it earlier, that the Priest of Void that I fought in Chaos dropped the whip off camera, so that's the symbol of despair. The Church of Void is kind of the Church of Despair. They're basically all the negative stuff that's like the counterpoint to Nexus, which is basically, it's like God. It's good, you know? It's good. So, tough as armor, found inside. Bring me protection that it's not hide. So, I hope you like riddles. And that's, of course, a skull. I don't know, bones or whatever else you might think, but we don't have any of those, so... Alright. And now our sorcerer is at level 6, and our necromancer is at level 5. And we will go on. I can't recall if you can come back here and do this late, and you know, do the cheat later. So, a vessel of fluid containment, which almost sounds sexual, And it's not the skull. I don't know what kind of people you've been hanging around with, and plus we already used the skull, so it's the goblet.